And I'm Adam, and this is our piece,
The Life of Handel.
Our task was to create a film of Handel in the 21st century, and we decided there's a lot more of a window for audiences in rock and pop music rather than classical music, at least in this century. We decided to make an adaptation of Handel's music into something a little bit more current, which we thought was the best way to approach the task.
We wanted to create an MTV-style looking documentary, so we used a variety of handheld shots with the boom mic in vision and short title sequences throughout.
The piece was made in a tongue-in-cheek fashion, with all of the research clear in the script, by referencing Handel in his past and his characteristics.
Location filming brought many new challenges which we had to overcome. We learned a lot from this type of filming, but we thoroughly enjoyed it. Also, working alongside the makeup artists, they helped us create that glam rock look that we needed.
It was really great fun to work with a costume to coincide with the makeup, which we did have to make ourselves, which resulted in Adam having to try on several women's swimsuit costumes in the men's department of a very well-known high street store.
Thankfully, though, we had a very enthusiastic actor, Steve Hester, who was willing to try anything to give the performance his all.
And Adam, playing the Messiah on his guitar, lifted the final scene.
So now please enjoy a small section of our piece, The Life of Handel.
2 minutes, Mr. Handel.
So, today's the big day. Just tying a few touches. Are you nervous? Do you hear that out there? Do you? Yes, of course I'm nervous. This is 23 days to compose a piece that will amaze everyone. And he asks if I'm nervous. It's a good piece, George. It's a good piece. And they will love you. This is taking so long.
I need you on standby now, Mr. Handel.
Hallelujah!
I'm Liam.
And I'm Nick, and this is our production,
Can You Handle This?
Right from the start of production, we decided we wanted to stay away from the Messiah element and focus much more on who Handel was as a person. The fact that he was a big eater, a big drinker, and that he got commissioned by the church, which is what made us go with the movie trailer.
Yeah, doing a film trailer was a big advantage because we got to show the aspects of Handel's life without actually focusing on a storyline, yet still keeping a start, middle and end.
We decided to research Handel's life and pick out key elements to use in the film trailer, and we used such things as people not liking Handel's music, and then there was the Church Commission, and finally the Eureka moment when he came up with the Messiah piece of music.
One of the biggest production nightmares we had was sourcing an actor. The fact is nobody seemed to be interested in all the casting calls we sent out on the internet. The people we did get were all really skinny, or they looked like they were about 12 years old, which was just inappropriate for Handel. We got really lucky in the end though with Dave Bateson, who agreed to come down on very short notice and act for us, which was great because he works at a really fast pace, and he also looks a little bit like Handel as well, unfortunately.
We decided that the piece should have a quite light-hearted feel, and we didn't think that we should take it too seriously. And when you watch it, you'll see that people in the background, and even Handel himself, are laughing and smiling, but we don't really mind because that just adds to the whole feel of the piece. So without any further ado, here's our piece, which is titled, Can You Handle This?
To make music that will live forever. Experience the remarkable story of Handel as he struggles against his rivals, and even his own talent. Hear Handel's new sound in cinemas, Easter '09.
Jess.
I'm Jade.
And I'm Alice.
And we made The Fluke.
We call it The Fluke because of the way the ideas came together. The ideas from our general day-to-day lives, like a sibling's paper round. But when it came to Handel, we wanted him to randomly tap things in his garage, therefore making a fluke of the right tune.
We read lots of basic information on Handel's life through books and the internet, and decided as a group that showing the first 20 years of his life would be more interesting, as this is when he discovered music, rather than in his later years when he composed it. We thought we'd show Handel experimenting with music to show the struggle through his life of finding his musical talent. So ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy the short section of The Fluke.
There was a young German named Handel, who in life was a bit of a vandal. He loved to compose, although nobody knows of the hidden talent behind him. He was inspired by jumping around, though no one appreciated his sound. One day, lightning struck, providing a slice of luck.
Golly gosh, I have an idea.
So he tapped on a few bottles of beer. When this didn't work, he felt like a Burke.
Hello, my name's Dawn.
My name's Johnny.
My name's Ben.
I'm Stefan, and we created...
My name is George. One of the first challenges when making anything to do with television is to establish the target audience. With the BBC wanting to draw in a more youthful viewer, the footage itself had to incorporate the thought processes of youth.
We chose to express the film through the visual imagery rather than the dialogue. Although dialogue helped to progress the storyline, it was the visuals that interpret the film to the viewer and keep them thinking even after the credits.
We wanted to make our show more realistic, so we chose a lot of interesting props and locations, including our ambulance scene, where St John's Ambulance turned out to be very helpful. Making this production turned out to be really challenging, but it was a lot of fun, and seeing it on the big screen in Manchester really brought it to life.
We had a man in slippers, makeup and a powdered wig wandering through the streets of Stockport. It doesn't get much weirder than that. Thank you and enjoy a production of...
My name is George.
Hello, George. Hello, George. I'm just up to King of Kings.
George, my boy! Welcome back. Place hasn't been the same without you.
George, look! I'm on the motion picture box!
By George, so am I!